So, hello and welcome again to PropTech Buzz, a global platform for PropTech and construction tech products and leaders from around the world. In this podcast series, we talk to founders, CEOs, innovators in the PropTech space to learn how they build and grow successful companies that revolutionize the real estate industry. Before I introduce my guest, I encourage all our listeners to subscribe to our podcast channel and join our PropTech community on proptechbuzz.com, where we share very valuable information and insights on PropTech topics. Today, I'm so excited to have a discussion with my guest, Aaron Short, the founder and the CEO of Bline. Aaron is a founder of Bline, which is a company dedicated to revolutionize the commercial real estate sector through innovative solutions. With a robust background in strategic planning, business development, and real estate technology, Aaron has been at the front fork of the integrating cutting-edge technologies to optimize building management and environmental behavior. His leadership at Beeline reflects his commitment to enhance operational efficiencies and sustainability in built environment, positioning the company as a leader in the PropTech landscape. Welcome, Aaron, to our podcast. I hope you're doing great.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
perfect. Aaron, I gave a little background about you. Your trajectory so far, and what led you to create Beeline.
Yeah, so I was working in real estate in New York and Toronto as an urban planner and a sustainable building consultant. So I worked within the green building industry. And I used to have to do a lot of designs for a lot of buildings and certifications off of data that was self-reported, wasn't so accurate, and then people get mad at me because the designs or the accuracy of the reports weren't up to what they had hoped. And I was ended up being pulled into a research project by a PhD student at the University of Toronto to assist with designing a neighborhood based off of how people were moving through smartphone data. And then from that, the product evolved from neighborhoods into buildings, and now we're really working within building automation. So a lot of this kind of came from trying to solve a problem to have better data, and then getting into, okay, not just using this data to report and get insights, but also just automate buildings entirely. So that's kind of how Beeline came to be. But it just really came from kind of working within the industry and seeing a gap that needed to be filled that could only be filled with technology.
Yeah, got it. Can you give me a general overview of what services does Beeline actually really provide?
Yeah, for sure. So Beeline is an all-in-one smart building platform. So we help asset managers and employers automate digital access, amenity booking, space optimization, occupant experience, as well as energy controls for multiple buildings using the legacy infrastructure. So it allows them to see their entire portfolio under a single pane of glass. So yeah, that's what we do at Beeline. We really assist with portfolio management, and then also
Yeah,
applying kind of AI to that as well.
yeah, perfect. Yeah, got it. I'd also really like to know and dive into the problem space. You mentioned that you saw a problem, and can you please share with me what kind of problems did you see and thought that Beeline should jump in and try to solve these commercial real estate problems?
Yeah, so we don't just work with commercial real estate. We also work in retail, hospitality, multifamily. We really just are a smart building platform. So commercial is one of the building types that we service, but we do service all building types. And so what we realized from this is that a lot of the systems within these buildings aren't very compatible, and it's very hard to integrate new technologies into existing kind of building automation systems. And so a lot of products don't work with competing products, and there's kind of a lack of standardization and communication protocols. So what we wanted to do is create a system that kind of seamlessly integrates all these components and gets rid of all these system inefficiencies and compatibility issues through a platform that plays nice with others, right? This problem, at the building level, it's not so pronounced, but when you try to building owners and operators try and scale or expand their existing systems across multiple properties with different legacy infrastructures, this is where they really start to see a need for our platform because there are so many different technologies that don't aren't compatible with one another currently.
Yeah, got it. Yeah. Um,
Yep.
so also, as an architect, I know that you do post-construction modifications. So to me, sustainability is one of the most important aspects of a building. So I'm very curious about Beeline's approach to sustainability, and and if you do post construction suggestions, environmental suggestions, or management strategies to enhance the building performance, energy-wise, of course. So can you give me a brief about that?
Yeah, totally. So we kind of think building occupants are stupid. And I say that, to be a little provocative, but also because what we do with our system is we kind of assume that people aren't going to turn off the lights when they leave a room, or they're not going to adjust the temperature controls at the end of the day.
Yeah,
They are going to lose their access key. There are all these different things. And so what our platform does is it kind of automates the entire building. Well, it doesn't kind of, it does automates, it integrates with the HVAC controls and the access systems, and it applies artificial intelligence to then look at how the building is being used, and then adjusting heating and lighting access controls based off of the usage of occupants. So sustainability for us, yeah, we can obviously get all the certifications that you need, whether it's LEED or WELL, or others, through the data that our platform collects, but also just automating these systems to ensure that when people inevitably forget to turn off the lights or turn on the thermostat, or not cancel their booking in the office through the amenity app, we do that for them through our network of sensors and integration with the existing legacy infrastructure.
yeah, that's very interesting. That enlightens me to a question. To what level of automation do you provide, or does this integration with other softwares? So basically, my question is, for example, if I want to maybe lower the heat of the air conditioning, or maybe turn off the light in the middle of the night, would your software prohibit me for doing that, or, or is it fully automated, or I can adjust it?
So people can turn off these systems when they want, but if they're not in use, then it would adjust this, right? So
Yeah,
yeah, so our system is to kind of automate existing systems, manual systems,
yeah,
and so yeah, so that's what we do.
great. So, do you know building and constructions? It takes more than 35% of all the world's energy. So hopefully, with technologies and services like Beeline, we will see a reduction in that number in the future.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. That's what we're hoping for. Yeah.
yeah. Sustainability is a very hot topic in real estate. So, Aaron, can you share with me the strategies that Beeline employs to ensure that the sustainability of the building and the environmental impact and solutions? Um, and how can you make sure that the outcome of your changes is as anticipated?
Um, well, how we do that is we integrate with we have an idea of how much energy will be saved by integrating our platform and comparing it with the baseline data of the existing building kind of before digitization and integration of our platform, and then kind of analyzing that data and then seeing how that is working, and then obviously applying AI to really, smooth out a lot of the um, to ensure that everything is working as it should be, but also learning from the data so that it's actually getting better over time with the more data um, that is put into the system that's collected from occupants, right? So that's really kind of how we would enhance sustainability over time. But yeah, it's kind of our approach to it.
Yeah,
Um, and yeah,
yeah, that's perfect. That's very interesting. It would be very interesting if you can share with us a real life scenario or a real life application. Can you share with me like approximate numbers of an applications that Beeline significantly improved maybe a client usage of a building?
a client's usage of a building.
Yeah,
We can't really kind of share who our clients are, but yeah, due to privacy reasons. But we have helped clients achieve, between 30 and 40% energy reductions from integration of our platform to their existing buildings.
yeah, that's huge. I think that's a very good number. Yeah. So
Yeah, yeah.
you previously mentioned AI, and I know technology, of course, seems to play a very crucial role in Beeline's offerings. Can you tell me how does Beeline use AI to enhance the services that it provides, and how do you integrate this AI into your software?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So AI is kind of put throughout our platform,
Yeah,
from digital access, where we do AI powered facial recognition before passing credentials, also through energy optimization. So we analyze numerous data points to manage temperature and interior environment conditions, and then also building management, so to view data, optimize occupancy sensing and asset tracking as well. So yeah, we also do this with capacity monitoring, spatial intelligence, and future space forecasting for its utilization. Then obviously anomaly detection and security as well. So those are just some of the solutions that we apply AI with. But yeah, that is AI is definitely at the forefront and has been at the forefront of our technology for many years. Um,
perfect, perfect. Yeah, beautiful. I imagine that integrating new technologies and implementing these software into your company was, of course, challenging at the beginning. So, can you share with us the difficulties that Beeline faced in integrating these softwares and Beeline software with a wide range of products?
I think a lot of the existing systems, you just have to build their confidence, and once they see that you are easy to work with and that you play nice with others, building trust and rapport with these companies, and then realizing that you're there to kind of enhance their existing solution. Um, you know, it takes time, but once that happens and you build trust with, the people that you partner with, it all goes more smoothly. Yeah. So I think, I don't know if there's been challenges, but, it just takes time. Building relationships takes time.
Mm,
And, yeah, and that's this part of, you know,
mm.
integrating with other companies who have a lot of other competing priorities, right?
Yeah. So basically, what you are saying is that most of the difficulties are networking and building trust with clients. Um, did you face any technical difficulties and problems that needed uh, major solutions?
Um, I think technical challenges, depends on what you mean by that. But
Like um, a software maybe company that you can't really integrate to your AI with. or having difficulties in with a certain bug, and because these new technologies are new, and the challenges that are faced are new. So, did you face any kind of these difficulties?
I think, in digitization of kind of manual systems, you do see,
Mm,
we move a lot of, on-prem systems into the cloud and start
yeah.
applying new technologies to very old systems. So there are challenges with that, but nothing that has been overly insurmountable. We have a lot of very smart people who work for us, and they are very capable of solving a lot of these problems. These are
Mm,
like digital natives. They've grown up with technology, and they know how to apply that and kind of digitize these older, analog systems. But yeah, I think, yeah, I can't name any, technical
yeah.
challenges off the top of my
Yeah.
head.
Perfect.
Uh, but I'm sure if we brought in our VP of engineering or head of product, they could take up the entire, time we have together talking about technical challenges that they've
Yeah, of course.
had to overcome in building this product.
Yeah, of course. And of course, real interacting with people and building networking, of course, is more challenging than any technical problem. Technical problems can be solved overnight in office with a skilled person, but networking and building trust is, of course, the biggest challenge, as you mentioned. So, what I'd also like to ask you about is the competitive landscape. Are there any other competitors or companies that provides similar services that you do? And at what stage do you think Beeline is today compared to these services?
I think if you're in business and you don't have competitors, you might be building something that people don't want. So obviously we have competitors, but what I think is unique about us, there are systems, building automation systems from some of the largest providers, Schneider Electric, Honeywell, others. But a lot of these systems, they work really well with their existing, the systems that they've built within their ecosystem, and they're not compatible with other
Yeah,
systems. Um, so if you are a building owner and operator and you have a portfolio of buildings and they have different systems that don't interact with one another, don't play nice with one another, and you're looking for, a single pane of glass to kind of get data from each of these buildings, and upgrade them to a solution that is digital, from on-prem solutions, uh, that's where Beeline would come into play, right? So that's where we would be kind of unique to the market, in that we do play nice with others, and we, do allow you to kind of connect all these different systems that don't play nice with each other. So we have a lot of respect for the people that we partner with and we integrate with. We just, supplement a lot of the existing technologies that and the legacy infrastructure that they've built, based off of, you know coming at the problem later, in an age where we can apply artificial intelligence and we can apply, you know, um, cloud computing and other things that didn't exist, not so long ago, right?
yeah, perfect. And have you ever thought about maybe merging with companies that provide similar services that you do, or maybe buying them out, or um, to expand your wide range of product or landscape?
So we currently integrate with many different people,
Yeah,
and they see us more as a partner, to supplement their existing services. We do something that they don't.
yeah,
Um, and so I don't really know what the future looks like for Beeline. We want to become friends with as everybody that we can, and obviously capture as much market as we can.
yeah,
Like any any company in business. Um, but yeah, no, I I think growth is on our horizon. We want to keep kind of pace with the growth that we are kind of experiencing, and we just want to kind of keep seeing how big this gets.
Yeah,
We've got a lot of momentum right now, and so really we don't really have any plans for acquisition or other anything on the horizon right now.
yeah, of course. Uh, and as you mentioned, it's the market right now is growing rapidly. And you mentioned that Beeline is unique in providing some kind of systems. So, can you tell me how does Beeline differentiate itself from other robotic solutions that provide similar services?
How are we unique?
Yeah,
Um, well, we um, how are we unique? I think I kind of explained that kind of previously,
yeah,
where what we do is we layer on top of existing systems,
yeah,
um, and a lot of the systems, like our sensor network that kind of helps automate the building using the existing infrastructure
yeah,
is quite unique within the market, especially because it integrates with HVAC access uh, and other smart controls. And being able to kind of retrofit existing buildings and also supplement new buildings within a portfolio under one single pane of glass is quite unique as well.
yeah,
So yeah, so that is what I would say would be kind of our what we bring that's different to the market,
yeah.
that is doesn't currently
And
exist, and that's
yeah,
why we're doing it.
yeah, and do you also like search and seek in new technologies and new sensors coming, new market and new companies that come out? So you try to partner with them, so you can they get the benefit of you building a system to help their sensors and products being automated. Do you have it like somebody searching for that?
We are constantly working with different hardware providers and software providers in order to create the best solution possible for our clients. Um, so our system is made up of a variety of moving parts.
Yeah,
And then what we do is we analyze a lot of the data that we are getting from different
mm,
um, you know technologies within a single pane of glass in order to kind of provide the most accurate data possible. Obviously, you know, applying artificial intelligence to help supplement
mm,
that as well, which is we're just kind of at the tip of seeing how much AI can do for us at this present moment. The more data you have, the better the data gets, and
yeah.
it builds.
I totally believe that. And as you already mentioned, the market is growing rapidly, and especially with evolving AI, generative models are evolving every day, and we see huge improvements in all sectors, not just construction or property sector. So I'm also curious, Aaron, about your business model. Can you provide us with some information on how you generate revenue? You don't have like share exact numbers, but tell us how do you charge your clients and what are the systems they use?
Yeah, it's there's just a variety of ways we kind of help provide a quote to our clients, which usually involves users, square footage, and devices that would be needed per project or within a project, and that's you know how we price our project for our clients.
Yeah, and do you also get revenue from B to business to business from maybe like recommending a certain kind of sensor on a building and you charge the company that provides the sensor?
Um, No, not really. We are very much focused on kind of subscription model. We are a
Yeah,
SaaS platform, so our our money comes from our revenue comes from you know providing a subscription to our clients. Yeah.
yeah, perfect. Yeah, yeah. So, looking ahead, what do you envision or having been planned for Beeline over the next 2 years, 4 years?
What do we have planned? Growth,
Yeah,
growth, growth. We're trying to keep on our rocket ship trajectory here. That's what we're kind of hoping for. And who knows where we'll be in 2 years? We'd like to be in more countries than we are right now. We want to be,
ah,
you know, all over the globe. Our quest for global expansion is just starting. And so, you know, that's where we want to be in 2 years. And yeah, be excited to kind of connect in the coming years as,
mm,
just to see how much growth we've actually achieved.
yeah, perfect. And this ambition give me an idea of do you face any challenging environmental challenging when working on different locations? Because of course, environmental challenges in maybe Canada are very different from the environmental challenges in South America. So, maybe the Southern American states like Texas and New Mexico. So, um, did you face some kind of challenges building these systems to absorb these moving parts and moving elements in the environment?
Um, it hasn't been so challenging
Yeah,
because of building codes within uh, North America are quite similar. The majority of our clients are within Canada and the United States.
yeah,
Um, and yeah, it hasn't. We haven't faced a whole lot of different geographical challenges
yeah, yeah,
through that. No, like our product works very well with existing legacy infrastructure.
yeah,
Um, and yeah, it's highly compatible with what we've the systems that we've encountered within North America so far.
yeah, yeah. Perfect. Yeah, yeah. So as we wrap up, Aaron, do you have any advice, maybe for aspiring entrepreneurs looking to enter the robotic industry?
Uh, yeah, advice.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a fun game, but it's yeah, just what would I give as advice to entrepreneurs getting in the project? That's a good question. It's out. You got to be resilient. You got
of
to,
course.
take the wins as they come, but nothing goes in a straight line. There are ups and downs, and you just got to kind of keep pushing through. Never burn bridges, be nice to others, and, be people that people want to work with. All right. People, yeah, like
Yeah,
working with people
perfect,
who are easy to work with.
perfect. Yes.
So, prop tech is very much, it's a very relationship based industry. And, um, yeah, make as
Yeah,
many friends as you can, be nice to as many people as possible.
perfect. Yeah. Again, I thank you a lot, Aaron, for sharing all these insights today. It's been delightful and very informative to learn about Beeline innovations and plans for the future. Is there anything else you want to add?
No, I think that's everything. Thanks again for having me. Appreciate
Yeah,
you taking the time. And
yeah,
yeah, hopefully we connect again soon.
yeah. Hopefully, yeah. And I really wish you, Aaron, and Beeline all the best and success in the future. And maybe we'll do that again sometime. Yeah. So that's it for today. Please, all our listeners, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast channel and join our podcast community on bropticbuzz.com. So, see you again sometime.
All right. Thanks a lot. Okay.